Hey guys, welcome back. It's premiere time. We got our beverages. Get on in the Discord, post your premiere beers or beverage of choice. Thanks for being here for the premiere and or thanks for watching later on. Both is preferred. I know what you're already thinking. An eBay seller with the name pokezardmon420 is going to be bad news. And you're 100% correct. 100% positive feedback with 3,728 individuals, members since 2013. Nothing can go wrong here, right? Great feedback. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean it isn't a scammer. It could just mean they know how to scam you without getting negative feedback. So we're going to take a look at that. I think this is a good learning lesson for everyone involved, and hopefully we get it shut down. Spoiler, almost certainly will. So let's take a look through the profile here. Sweet Doo-Doo Daddy, 3.1k items sold. That's pretty wild. That's a lot of items sold. So clearly somebody that's been selling pretty hard, even more than Liquid Marketplace somehow. They got like 3x what Liquid Marketplace has. Maybe they should have pokezardmon420 consigning for them. They shouldn't. All right, here. Let's go to the feedback, and let's go to see all feedback. Super red flag of doom is the fact that they are only buying at this point in time. If anyone doesn't know, eBay will suck the living D off of the buyers on eBay in order to make everything right for them. Not quite the same for the people that are selling on the platform. So if you're selling on the platform, you got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing. You got to anticipate the fact that someone like pokezardmon420 is going to scam you at some point. And hopefully we can get those people shut down. This is stuff that I think eBay, rather than their guarantee, authenticity guarantee, etc., this is stuff that they should be focusing on. And we're going to see, I'll make a follow-up to see what they do about it, because I did make them very aware on the higher end. The higher end of the TCG peeps are made aware. I did send them all the information they need. If they need any more information, I will send them even more information. So, that super red flag seller that sold as much as this seller sold. Is that a tongue twister? No longer selling, only buying. Super duper red flag. So typically, someone that's buying and selling collectibles, if they all of a sudden just stop selling altogether, and they're buying in mass quantities, 429 over the last month. I think it was higher than that, and maybe it changed just because of like a day has passed. So over 400 transactions in the last month. These are unique transactions. So we're looking at potentially over 400 people that got boned in the buns. Not good. Absolutely not good. And how this hasn't been shut down at this point is beyond me, but it's okay. We're going to do the work for eBay. Oh, I don't work for eBay, but we're going to do the work for them. We're going to teach them how to get rid of this stuff. It needs to be gone altogether before more people get ripped off. All right. Let's get into what was brought to my table. This is a pretty feel-good moment. Nice start to finish case on this one with only a couple days of digging. Hopefully entirely shut down in the near future with my fancy new eBay contacts that I'm hoping will assist in making that a little bit easier. Hopefully we can shut down this stuff more efficiently as time goes on. I mean, as the channel grows, we do make more people aware of the stuff that's going on here, but it's good that people actually reached out to me. Speaking of which, I had multiple people reach out to me about this terrible eBay buyer, 4 in total, so you know this must be happening to a lot more, potentially 400 plus. Make sure you're in the Discord and that you take advantage of the suggested eBay block list. I can't add everyone to this list. I know, I'm sure that you had an interaction with a seller or buyer at some point who told you that they slept with your mother or father. But these guys here, pokezardmon420, definitely made the list. They don't usually go by pokezardmon420. We'll see that. They're trying to be sneaky there as well. So let's read the reports that made it to the Rattle desk. I'm going to avoid mentioning victim names and specifics in case these scammers decide to retaliate. Then they can bring it on with me and me alone. Victim statement number 1. We have, they say, so in my case, this buyer with 3,000 feedback and a top rated seller rating, mind you, purchased 6.9 copies of a Pokemon card. Each were addressed to a different location. Perhaps he's a drop shipper. More on this later. I sent them out after messaging the buyer to verify that they were intended to go to different locations. They confirmed. 2 months go by and my phone starts blowing up with refund requests, all of which were that same buyer suggesting that I have never shipped their cards out. That's clearly suspicious, so I made a post in a Discord. Someone said that the same buyer had just done the same thing to him for even more cards that they had purchased around the time frame. He noted that all of those were addressed to separate locations as well. I contacted eBay today and they were able to deny the refund on some of the cards because I had stopped issuing them once I found out that others were having the same thing happen to them. eBay's rep said that they were unable to reimburse me for the items I refunded. Shame on you, eBay. You should be refunding every single one of these purchases. Every single one of these ones, every case that that was attempted to be refunded should all be refunded, regardless of whether someone thought that they were at the mercy of the eBay buyer and seller relationship. This is a clear case of scamming, and everyone needs to be refunded entirely. They did nothing wrong. The cards were sent. I've even confirmed that they arrived. So, there you go. They noted that since I filed a complaint about the buyer, their internal services would be investigating the account. Well, they definitely are at this point. A running theory is that this individual was either hacked per his high ratings, or his account was hijacked for scamming, or that he's a drop shipper who is double dipping by getting his cost basis refunded by eBay. Sorry if that's a lot, lol. No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Thank you for providing the details. They're definitely helpful, and there's a lot to look through, and it's definitely helpful when someone provides all the information, because that's less digging than I have to do on the original story, and more digging that I can, more time that I can spend digging on the actual perp here. So, thank you for that. Not too much information. Perfect amount of information. And that at that point I can reach out to these victims and get the information that I need in order to track down the perp. We're gonna do just that. Also, no, guys, this is not Santa Claus's account. He does not go by pokezardmon420, and that's not why he's shipping to every kid in all the land. He's not sending Pokemon cards across the country of the United States because he's doing it for Christmas. This is not that. Santa doesn't charge back. Victim statement number 2. We have, they say, he's purchased 69 items from me in the last few months. For the most part, every order contains one card, and every order is shipped to a different address. Even when he orders multiple cards within the same day/same time, generally he's only purchasing cards that I'd mail through ESE, PWE, so plain white envelope for anyone that's not familiar, which has awful tracking info. At first, I just thought he was acting as a drop shipper, selling cards on another platform, and then buying from me and having me shipped to his buyer. But recently, he opened item not received cases from orders a couple months ago, claiming cards never arrived because tracking info didn't show as being delivered. So, this is the case here. So, they're preying on the fact that hopefully they don't rip someone off too hard, that they actually look into this. Hopefully they don't. I mean, they did rip off too many people to the point that I heard from multiple people and now I had to get involved. But typically low value cards, and if it's stuff that didn't show arrived, I mean, there's a good chance that you're going to get blocked by these sellers on eBay. But clearly they got greedy to the point that now I'm making a video about it. Now I had to look into exactly what they're doing. Now they're both Amazon and eBay are going to hear about what they're doing, and hopefully they're removed from both platforms. Okay, continue on with the statement here. I just went ahead and refunded him on everything because it was all $2 to $3 cards, and I figured eBay would side with him anyway if I escalated case, and I really don't like dealing with eBay support. But then I found out he did the same with 2 other people I know. So that's a pretty bad sign. You got to be doing it to a lot of people in order to have people just bring it up in conversation and then realize that they weren't them, and the people they associate with, their friends, are also getting scammed by the same person. So this guy is definitely, these guys, as we'll find out, are definitely milking this as hard as they can. But don't worry, we are absolutely gonna drag them for it. So continued statement. I don't have address where account is from. Literally every order has a completely different address. Only info that stays consistent is the phone number. So here we have it. We got information. The name and phone number always stay consistent. The buyer name is Jimmy Mon, which is clearly fake. It's a Florida phone number, which is also likely fake, as we'll find out. Shipping info is the actual name of the people who are receiving the items. For anyone who isn't familiar, drop shipping is selling something that you don't own. They list an item, and when it sells, they purchase and have an actual seller of that item shipped directly to the customer. So we're not going to get into ethics, laws, and or rules about it, but that's clearly what's happening here. The bigger problem here is the fact that they are clearly opening fake item not received claims for the eBay purchases as well. We have some we got some double dipshits on our hands, I think we're gonna call them. So what are we gonna do here? How do we solve this problem? How do we find out who they are? The fake name and number isn't going to get us anywhere. eBay is not going to tell us who they are, what the payment info and anything like that. They can't disclose that information. What do we have to work with? Yeah, you guessed it. The people who purchased from the drop shitters. So it turns out if I contact 30 plus of the people who purchased, a few of them are going to help me out. Clever, right? So I did just that. Took a little bit of time, but was worth it. What are we going to find out? What are we looking to find out from the people that ended up with the cards, that ended up purchasing these items, that ended up receiving these items from the eBay seller? Basically, all we need is the platform and account that sold the items to them. Something that they're probably going to disclose to us. So let's take a look at the help I received from those buyers. All right. So, as mentioned, at least 30 people, buyers, that I reached out to. Surely some will get back to me. This was the first one that got back to me. So I basically sent a generic message to all of them and included the item that they had actually purchased in hopes that they are going to provide me the little bit of information that I need to really get the ball rolling on this investigation. I say, hey, I'm investigating a scammer who you might have purchased from. Did you buy a Pokemon 25th Anniversary Celebrations Jumbo Pikachu V-Union? And they say, hi, yes I did, a while back ago on Amazon. So there we have it. They're drop shipping on Amazon here. So the perfect first piece of information that we need for the puzzle already obtained. Before we even had to ask for additional details, they provided them for us. Awesome to see that people took a little bit of time to help with this, because people are getting scammed, and even just a couple minutes to talk to me and to send me some information is going to go a long way. So I say, thanks for getting back to me. Are you able to send me the Amazon seller details? He's drop shipping and scamming the people who send the cards with false item not received claims. So they say, oh nice, I can send you the link I ordered from if that will work. Also, can I ask how you came across my name/order? And I say, yes please, and maybe the transaction number, etc. It came from the eBay seller who was scammed, but I will not be sharing that information with anyone. I just want to identify the person who is ripping eBay sellers off. So they send me the link here to the item that they purchased. I tell them I'm a Pokemon detective of sorts. Not the police detective, Pokemon detective. They're very different things of sorts, and I have had 4 people reach out to me about this guy. Okay, thank you. Just making sure my information wasn't somehow compromised as well. Never know when ordering online. So I ask from the link there. It defaults to this seller here. This is not the perp. This is just somebody that's selling the same item. So I ask, was it this Gaming Enterprise LLC who you purchased from? He's likely also in trouble for sharing Amazon customer shipping information. So that's the thing too. I didn't really dig into the terms of service of Amazon, but I'm sure there's something in there that says you can't share the information of the people that are buying things with other people, so that they can send, like, there might even be a clause about drop shipping in general, but surely it's against terms of service, and Bezos will spank you if you do it. I'm almost certain. Don't worry, they've been made aware as well as eBay, so we can get this stuff shut down. We have so it shows, yes, it shows Gaming Enterprise, but when I go to my order, it shows a different name. Hang on, and I'll send a screenshot, and I say thank you. So this is everything that we need right here. Who is it? Who did it? Who's our perp? It is none other than Born Hungry Collective. Oh my goodness. Is that the missing piece that we need? It sure is. All right, before we get too excited, let's confirm. We're going to confirm the fact that the scammer is the scammer, that the scammer is always using the same scammer Amazon drop shipping scammer account. So we have somebody else that reaches back out to us, who we reached out to. Again, I go with, hey, I'm investigating a scammer who you might have purchased from. Did you buy a Pokemon Sword and Shield promotional promo set, ultra rare Espeon B? And they say, maybe. So they're probably just creeped out that I know what their purchase was, but it's okay. We'll get them to warm up to us. And I ask on Amazon. So that's the thing too. I just want to make sure that all of this drop shipping is happening through the same platform. Maybe somebody else had something else. As far as I can tell, it's all happening through Amazon. At first I was thinking that maybe it was like a Mercari or Facebook Marketplace or something like that, but it's not. Amazon only, it seems, at least for the time being, unless I end up finding anything else. They say, yes, how did you know this? And I reply with, the guy who sold it to you is drop shipping from eBay sellers and opening fake claims that the items did not arrive. He's scamming eBay sellers, and I'm looking to make sure it stops. And so he says, how do you know I bought a set though? You know. I am a Pokemon detective of sorts and look into scammers. So again, guys, Pokemon detective, not a police detective. Pokemon detective, like Detective Pikachu. 4 eBay sellers have reached out to me because he was drop shipping, then mass opening claims, so they had to refund him. Can you confirm for me that it was from Born Hungry Collective? It should show in the order details. He says, I bought an evolution set on Amazon for my girlfriend's little sister. The way the cards arrived felt strange to me. I'll look it up right now. So I say thank you. I really appreciate it, as this guy needs to be shut down. Guys, these guys need to be shut down. I guess at this point in time, I didn't know that it was multiple guys. Could be upwards of 400 people he's done this to, based on his recent eBay feedback. So they say, I can confirm. Awesome. Thanks again. And that's kind of all I needed. But regardless, they come back with, is that all? No photos. He sold me 8 different cards. So kind of lining up with the story that we had from the victims themselves. And I ask him if he can provide the order number, etc. Could be useful if you don't mind sharing it, and just so I can provide it for Amazon in order to shut him down. He says, I don't see the harm in sending this. Wasn't really expecting this tonight. So awesome. Good Samaritan. Number 2, they could have just ignored me. They didn't. They helped me out, provided me with the information that I needed in order to confirm who our perpetrator is. Awesome. We now know that Born Hungry Collective on Amazon is our drop shipper, our perpetrator here, the person opening false claims, ripping eBay sellers off. Floodgates are open, ladies and gents. We got them. So we just gotta go to the super secret Rattle investigative tool here, and up in the top, all we need to do is a great tool. All we need to do is type in Born Hungry Collective or Born Hungry Collective LLC, and we get everything that we need to know. We got their website, we got the Amazon, we got we got everything. We can go through their Instagrams, and everything's here. Everything's here for us. So let's do that. All right, first up, let's take a look at their website, where it seems like they're not selling anything on it, which is weird. Maybe they're just too busy scamming eBay sellers and drop shipping to actually put any products on their website. So we have very, very G-baller website here, bhcbornhungrycollective.com. They got home, shop, and contact. We got a nice little thing here. Oh, cool. We can scroll. Born Hungry Collective. Who we are. We are a multicultural collective of sneakers. Oh, of course. It has to do with the sneakers. You had to know going in that these guys are G-ballers. You're about to see how G-baller they are. Just stay tuned for that. Collectibles, sports cards, and anything else we just so happen to be into at the time. So weird. You don't mention Pokemon here. I feel like this is like the G-ballers that are, ashamed of the fact that they might like Pokemon a little bit, or that they're selling Pokemon. There's no mention of drop shipping here either, which is kind of weird. You would think that being a large source of their income, that would be something that they would list on the website. You will find a few things for sale on the site. You sure won't. But most business is either done at card shows, sneaker shows. God damn, I don't know if you could pay me enough money to go to a sneaker show. God damn. Or by reaching out to us directly at the information listed below. So here we go. We got an email address. For some reason, of course, they're too dumb to set up an actual email associated with their bornhungrycollective.com website, or maybe they didn't have the income to do that. It's not very expensive. I guess it depends on where they set it up, but it's probably just lack of knowledge and or ability to ask somebody to set it up for them. But lack of professionalism for sure. We got Facebook and Instagram linked at the bottom. You notice here they don't say anything about their names, because when you're a sketchy G-baller, you got to make sure that the average person, or I guess they just think that people aren't going to be be able to track down who they are, so that they don't have to face the consequences of ripping people off. But yeah, we have. Are we in the shop right now? I guess this is the shop. We don't have any products to show here right now. All dead stock, all free shipping, unless otherwise noted. So we can't even see what their pricing is like, unfortunately. If we go to contact, again, you're not going to get an actual phone number or anything here, because they're trying to hide who they are. They know they're up to no good. They know they shouldn't put their name, phone number, etc. They don't have a business line apparently, or they do have a business line, but it's just a cell phone for one of the individuals. But we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at all of it. All right, here is their Amazon page. We have Born Hungry Collective. Very nice that we can just look that up. Here we got mostly positive reviews again, because they're not even the ones that are sending this stuff out. And it's important if you run into anything like this, whether it's on Amazon, whether it's on eBay, whoever, whatever, make sure you guys, well, first of all, reach out to me, but also at the same time, if you're getting scammed, even though it seems like it might not do anything, report the stuff to eBay, report the stuff to Amazon, whoever you got to. At least if there's an investigation ongoing and they get enough complaints from people, they should end up doing something about it, and it could prevent people from getting ripped off in the future. Same way, putting this information out in the form of a YouTube video like this one will hopefully save some people's buns. So if it happens to you, same thing on eBay, do not refund it. Reach out to eBay support. It might seem futile at certain times. Yes, if somebody has one item that they claim didn't arrive and there's no tracking on it, or the tracking didn't update properly, they might be able to scam you for that. But if they're going to do it with 20 items, if they're going to do it with even 10 items or something like that are all going to different addresses, this is definitely where you take the time to go in. So even if it doesn't save you, even if it's not that much money to you as a seller, make sure you're reporting it, because if they're doing it to everyone, if they did it to 400 people, then they need to be shut down before they do it to more, because they're just going to keep going with this stuff. They're stupid G-ballers, and they have no other way to make money, I guess, in these market conditions other than ripping people off. So here we got the items that they're selling. Of course, it's like video games and crap like that, Pokemon items, Pokemon cards, all the stuff that they can drop ship. So again, the majority of the people that were purchasing this stuff are like people that are buying it for their kids or grandchildren or whatever, so they don't really know to look. They could have got this stuff for less money on eBay from the actual people that are selling it, but they didn't. They just bought it on Amazon, I guess, because that's what they're used to, or they just didn't care to look on both. All right, the Instagram. Surely there's some clues here we can take a look through. We got the, spoiler alert, the 2 G-ballers behind the organization, the LLC. We got the Born Hungry boys right here. Exhibit A, G-baller Supreme, making his own t-shirt in the backyard, arts and crafts style. And we got the very happy friend. Guys, for the love of God, iron the shirts or like toss them in the dryer for a couple minutes before you put them on. Like, I don't think you can purposely wrinkle a shirt this badly, but maybe they just need to hire somebody with more than 25 IQ in order to take those photos. Yes, it doesn't require the fanciest camera in the world, but you might consider tossing it in the dryer for a minute. All right, so what can we pull from this? We know these are our 2 G-ballers modeling for their own clothing company / scamming company, Born Hungry Collective. I guess the t-shirts were not making enough money in order to not turn to a life of crime. So we got the press here. Important to note that when you're this small, when you're a G-baller, you need to get some likes on your stuff. So you got to make sure you're liking your own stuff, whether it's on your own account or your alternate accounts. And that's why we come into our boy here, Fried Schmelt. So if we take a look at this, here we have DJ Fisel. I thought maybe it was like DJ as in like he was a disc jockey, but no, that's just his name. Funny enough, J-Boy, new J-Boy added to the club. We have, and then we have the link to bornhungrycollective.com/product page /Thorns Crave the Rose Tea. So again, they're not selling the t-shirts anymore. I guess they didn't make any money off of it. We have all sorts of G-baller posts here. They get liked by other G-ballers sometimes, 7 times, I guess. I'm assuming that most of this is just photos that he took from someone else. Maybe this is like some shoes that actually they were selling, or at one of those shoe dogger events where everyone tries on each other's shoes and pats each other on the butt. Anyway, so DJ clearly linked enough to Born Hungry in order to put a link to Born Hungry right in his profile here. So we got an alligator. Who is this guy? Who is this? Is this an NFT? Can anyone tell me that? Did he buy an NFT too? Wouldn't surprise me. So if we click on the @Dwayne_BHC, because G-ballers, if they got multiple Instagram accounts, they got to promote each other. We get into here. We have the I guess this is his personal account. I requested to be able to see and talk to him. No answer. So I guess it's hard for your business to grow when you don't answer your phone. If you'd like to answer your phone, guys, I'd gladly talk to you. If you'd like to explain the situation, if you'd like to stop your ways of crime, just all you got to do is answer your phone, and I'll talk to you. But until then, keep hiding. It's okay. I already have all the information that I need. Co-founder. We have a co-founder. So here he is, the bearded guy from the photo. One of 2 G-baller 69s. We got him. Here he is, DJ Fisel. Not to be confused with Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. Awesome. So if we found one G-baller, surely we can find the other. Even though it seems like we don't know who this G-baller is. He does love shorts. He's a short wearer. They love their Supreme. Whether or not it's real Supreme, one of you guys will have to let me know. I kind of have my doubts. It seems like that they don't have Supreme dollars for Supreme things, but I could be wrong. Maybe they do. Ooh, before we move on, I almost forgot. We gotta look at this 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 DJ post where he posts a picture of this little snippet that says, "Goodness is a choice. Stopping yourself from doing what's wrong is not the same as choosing what's right and doing it. Don't stand on the verge of being good. Be as good as you can be. If you can give, give. If you can help, help." It's weird. It doesn't say if you can steal, steal. Hold on. I'm not even centered here, guys. If you can make someone's day by a simple act of kindness, make it. Set the bar of success for yourself as high as the best that you can be, not as low as avoiding the worst that you can be. Big difference. So weird that you're posting stuff like this and at the same time you're stealing from people. Very ethical. And the kind of person that posts this kind of stuff, also, I feel like it's a coin flip at that point, whether it's just like a front to make you think that they're a good person, or they're trying to justify or trying to like convince themselves and others that they're a good person. Clearly, these two are not good people if they're going to steal from people. The drop shipping stuff, whatever. If you're going to be a stonk dollar wiener baby, go ahead. But for love of, there's no reason you should be ripping people off. You should be already making money on the drop shipping. You don't need to also provide false claims that items didn't get received. All right, you guys ready? Are you ready for the Facebook page? We have the Born Hungry Collective Facebook page here. Surely that'll give us some more information. Did I accidentally like this? Is this liked or unliked? I can't tell. But regardless, here we go. We have with 35 people following it, which is interesting. We got some photos here. More of the same photos. The G-ballers on the deck, showing off their t-shirts. I don't know. I'd like to ask them if this was intentional, that they accidentally got like ink all over it. It kind of looks like you were painting something and not properly making a t-shirt, but maybe that's part of the aesthetic. I'm not a fashion guru of any kind, but most importantly here, again, we're gonna look for the fact that these G-ballers can't help, but they got to share their own stuff, right? Here we go again. We got DJ right here. So if we go find DJ, surely we can find the other G-baller that says co-founder or whatever, co-owner, I think it was co-founder that they went by. But anyway, so we got DJ here. Of course, he's spelling out Caitlin with marijuana. Why wouldn't you, right? So very G-baller of him. And all we have to do is look at the first post here. And here he is. Oh, wait, we're cutting him off. We're cutting him off, guys. He's too tall for the photo. Whoop! There we go. All right. There, he's in frame now. So we got this lovely photo of the boys. I don't know who the third guy is. He's just kind of hanging out there doing a weird pose. But the guy in the Supreme Money get up, very G-baller, 69. We got the Jordans. We got what are these, Yeezys and Yeezy slide dogs. Supreme, of course. You gotta have Supreme things all over. And we got some sick nasty tattoos. Very, very, very cool. I'm very jealous. I wish I could look as cool as this. Unfortunately, I never have and never will. But you see who posted this? We got AJ. So we got another J boy. We got DJ. We got AJ. We got two more J boys. They should be called J Boy Incorporated. No, it is not. It's more than a trend at this point. You gotta have a J in order to get away with this type of thing. So we can go check out our boy AJ's profile here. And awesome, sweet. We know who both the perps are. We have all their account details. We reported them to everything in existence. Sick nasty. Hopefully they can't be doing this anymore. Whether they get shut down on Amazon, whether they get shut down on eBay, hopefully both. This should kind of put an end to them scamming people. So also, ladies, he's single. If anyone is looking to get pounded by a G-baller, I would suggest against it. But let's hold on. No, there's a good post down here. Where is it? Where is it? He's this is the type of G-baller that you might think, hey, maybe he's this is the kind of G-baller that will be flipping PS5s. Should it surprise anyone that he has? And the comments here are pretty priceless. Oh, like you selling them shits. Liked by AJ. Haha, yes sir, paid for the car with these. So I made a little bit of a joke to the people that were scammed. I think mostly they're just hopefully more excited about the fact that they can't keep ripping people off. It's not that they're ripping off any of these individuals for a lot of money, but it adds up. If it's 400 people they ripped off, even if it's under $100 to each person, they're still ripping off a lot of people. Not everyone can justify that. That's enough to make some eBay sellers quit because they just don't want to deal with it anymore when you have these false claims and have to refund. So the car that he's talking about, I guess he bought a Tesla. So he's making Tesla payments with PS5 flipper dipper money and the monkeys have always got to show up, guys. He's making Tesla payments with PS5 flips and Dropship Scam. Awesome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was informative. Hopefully, I know it's usually a pretty good feeling to be able to start to finish, open and close a case. There's a lot of stuff that I'm working on that is like an ongoing, never-ending thing. But in this example, we got to the bottom of it. Thanks for reaching out to me, everyone that did. Thanks to the help from the people that received the items. And this is awesome. We got them. Shut this crap down. Shut these people down. There's no need for it. You don't need to rip people off. Everyone else, though, you have a good night. And I'll see you next time. Join the Discord.
Sorry, you're cute, but looks like you aren't a member of the Rattle Pokemon Discord.